Hi, I'm Natalie. Welcome to Breadcrumbs to Blueprints, and we welcome our special guest today, Paul Caperna. Welcome to the show, Paul.
Thank you very much. Delighted to be here.
Delighted to have you. So we'll kick it off with the first question. What is your superpower?
Well, I'm a psychic medium and healer. Being a healer, I also do psychic surgery in that. I've been doing it for 35 years now. So yeah.
What's psychic surgery?
Psychic
Sounds
surgery.
intense.
Yeah. Well, it's not really that intense. But psychic surgery is basically it's more advanced than normal Reiki, and it's grabbing. I won't say grabbing. I don't like. Psychic surgery is basically more high frequency of between the client and the physical and the spiritual, and healing the physical and the spiritual body at a higher rapid rate.
I see. And so you help people heal their bodies from physical ailments and also emotional? Is it more just physical?
It's physical and spiritual as well.
Oh, I see.
So people may come to me and say, especially women, more so women, my ovaries hurt, or I've got cancer, or or I've got a sporting injury, or my liver, or those sort of things.
Yes.
And so I do then I go into the psychic surgery. Also with the psychic surgery, there's also the spiritual element behind it. Okay, with the spiritual element behind it, there's people have come up to me and said, "Oh, I feel that I've got attachments."
Right. And these are like negative energies?
Negative energies, spiritual
people attached to them.
Spiritual attachments and stuff like that. So you have to do a psychic surgery on them.
Oh, okay.
But there is a different type of psychic surgery.
Right.
That goes towards it.
Okay.
It's not a normal psychic surgery where you can do a 3D psychic surgery where you raise the spirit up.
Right. When did you discover you had this ability?
The healing of the psychic surgery, or the spiritual itself?
Let's start with the spiritual connection itself, and then we'll go with the psychic healing.
Okay. I believe I was born with it. It comes from if I stem back in history, it goes back to my great grandmother, right? Being born with it, and then I didn't see it or didn't notice it until I was about 4 to 5 years old, where I used to talk to people and believe I was Superman.
And when you say people, you mean spirit?
Yeah, I used to speak to unwanted, or not, I wouldn't say unwanted, but I used to pretend I had friends, as every kid, or nearly every single kid, you think, they have friends, invisible friends.
Make-believe friends.
Make-believe friends, So I used to speak to these make-believe friends, and I think, oh, they're make-believe friends, they're invisible friends. And then they disappeared for a few years. And then by the age of 15, I had I had seizures.
Seizures, yeah.
With the seizures, I had epilepsy.
Right.
And in my dreams, then it came back to me. And as it came back to me even stronger. And then as it came back to me even stronger through the seizures and through my dreams, I used to wake up saying to my mother, that's going to happen, that's going to happen, that's going to happen at certain date, certain time, and things used to happen.
So you could predict things.
Mainly they were predictions at that time. It wasn't so much yeah, it wasn't so much my psychic abilities were mainly just predictions.
Predictions. Okay, so that's how it started.
Yeah, it was mainly just my intuition of predictions.
And how did it transform into what it is now? Like, what was the next step from there?
Next step from there was I got in touch with a psychic medium. I'm trying to remember her name now. It's gone back many years ago. But she got me involved into her group circle, and I did get in touch with a group circle for about a year. And then I broke off from this group circle, and I thought, I've picked up quite a bit now, and then I wanted to start doing things on my own. So I started reading, and doing things on my own, and then I got in touch with another lady. I still remember her name was Rosie Barker. I don't know. I was with her for quite a few years, and then she was a great mentor, and she taught me quite a bit. And then she moved up to New South Wales, and then she moved down to Melbourne and all that sort of stuff.
Can I ask, in the first circle and with Rosie, what type of things were you learning?
Okay, I was basically learning all the basic spiritual development stuff.
Right.
Basically, sand, how to read sand, and
right.
How to read, psychometry and all that sort of stuff. And the basics of spiritual development, how to develop your abilities and all your senses and all that sort of stuff, and how to increase your senses and what to do with your senses, and people around you and your intuition, how to increase your intuition. So with Rosie, it was a lot more different. With Rosie, what we did was we started channeling, and we started learning about how to channel and all that sort of stuff. And our guides, we started learning who our guides were.
Right.
And our inner guides, but then we started also doing inner child work. So we started expressing ourselves, we started learning more about ourselves, which was really good, because when we started learning more about ourselves, then we could learn about people, in the community, and that's what I found,
And what happened after that? So then you learnt with Rosie, and then you really started honing on your own gift, and
yes.
And then did you go out on your own after that?
No, not after that.
No.
What happened was I started reading books, and learning a bit more, doing a bit more on YouTube, and reading books on like Joe Dispenza and.
Oh yes. His book changed my life, Becoming Supernatural. That book changed my life.
Doing more on Joe Dispenza, and those sort of books,
Yes.
So then I started reading books on quantum physics.
Yes, love quantum physics.
And I wanted to find out more about the brain, because of my epilepsy, I wanted to study the brain, and why, the receptors, neuroreceptors, and all that sort of stuff, and how the anatomy of the brain works, not only that the body, and why we are the way we are, and that's what,
It's interesting with epilepsy, because, as you know, we're an energetic being, and to be able to know the brain waves, they put the I can't think of the word EEG.
The EEGs.
EEG on little nodes on the head, and they can sense the brain waves, and then the ECG is for the heart.
Yes.
So we're an electrical being because we have electrical current, and so epilepsy is really the electrical current. Something happening with that in the brain. And it's interesting with hypnosis. Did you know, because you do hypnosis as well?
I do hypnosis as well.
You do hypnosis, so we both do hypnosis. And I found out that if a person really suffers from really bad epilepsy, non-controlled with medication, we err on the side of caution when doing hypnotherapy, because it could bring on an epileptic fit.
It can. Yes.
So that's interesting. And it's interesting too that the time that you had the epileptic fit at the age of 18. Oh, 15, sorry, 15. No, 15, I knew that. Yeah, that's when your gifts came online.
Yeah.
So it's all about the energy, and
exactly right.
It's all about the energy, and then you went into studying the brain and how the neurons work and all that.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
It's really amazing, and then from there I studied NLP and hypnotherapy,
Neuro-linguistic programming.
Yeah.
For the viewers who aren't sure what that is, yeah.
And then I got the Heart Math program.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and I wanted to find out a little bit more, all about that. And I became a member and all that sort of stuff. And it's a really good program for people that don't know how to use it, but it is a really great tool,
Tell us about the tool, and for the viewers who aren't sure with the Heart Math program.
The Heart Math program, well, it shows you all about the cohesive brain and your heart rhythm and all that. Put your finger on there, and
put a little thing on your finger. And it senses your to see if your heart and brain are coherent.
Coherent in the same response, and and it also shows, like, you can put little games on there, and then it shows with the little games on there, it shows if while you're breathing, and it shows you're emotional, and it shows those emotions. It shows what colours come out, and it shows those colours are incoherent with your heart and your mind. And that's a great. And then as you record it, it shows the electro. What do you call it? The electro.
The brain waves.
The brain waves
changing.
Yeah, it shows the brain waves changing, and you can record everything for each individual person. Yeah.
And it gives them insight into how they're using their mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you mentioned colours, and that leads us into the next question nicely, because I know that you have this ability to see people's auras.
Yes.
And so Paul can see people's auras and interpret how they're feeling and gain a lot of information about auras. So auras are, please explain what they are, and maybe if you'd like to read mine for the viewers to give them a demonstration of what you can do.
Auras can tell all about a person. Auras are not only spiritual, but auras can tell the emotions of the person, the behaviours of that person. Auras can tell that person how they're feeling in that particular moment, and how they feel about themselves and about the universe, about the environment, and about basically, and how they are, if they feel comfortable, if they feel erratic, if they feel everything.
It's a lot of information.
It's a lot of information, but it also tells them about themselves, their spiritual selves, So when they go right to the heart of it, that's the auras, the auras. Like with you now, I just see this like little white and this big aqua blue, and then this purple and this white, and then I just see this yellow, red, white, and then gold.
Wow.
See, it changes.
Sounds beautiful.
But then there's a little change here with this green here, and the little green. So it's changed from previously.
When you read me earlier today.
When I read you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So it's changing. So, but there's fluctuations there.
Mm.
There's fluctuations where it's changing all the time.
And what does green mean, and what does the aqua blue mean?
Okay, the green is that it's your heart.
Okay.
So the green is it's your heart. It's how you're feeling within your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Green is like it's that love. It's that unconditional love
mm-hmm. within
yourself, and you're feeling peaceful. You're feeling calm. You're feeling vibrant as
mm-hmm.
well.
Yeah.
You know, it's that green is that. Yeah, there's no way to explain it but love.
Love.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's love.
Yeah.
And it's that unconditional love. That's the way I see it.
Okay.
You know? People may see it differently,
right.
but that's the way I would explain it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And take us through the colours, because I'm super curious. So the aqua blue.
The aqua blue is a communication.
Mm-hmm.
The aqua blue is a communication, because you got this big aqua blue there. You know?
Yeah.
It's that. Oh my God! Oh,
I'm a talker.
You're a talker, but there's so more. There's excitement there. There's this. There's more to express. There's this. You know.
Yeah.
I want to see more. I want to express more. There's this glory of joy there, happiness, and like, I can't wait. You know.
I laugh. Yeah, it resonates with me. Yeah, absolutely.
Correct, because that's what this aqua blue is,
yeah.
of happiness and joy and love and laughter and everything with it, you know.
That's nice.
And I mean, you've got the white here and the white there.
And what does white mean?
The white is that protection.
Yes.
You know, so you're protecting yourself, but it's not only protection, but it's that they're saying it's that protection of happiness. It's enlightenment. It's you know, it's going. It's within yourself. It's that happiness within yourself. Yeah.
And gold.
Okay, gold.
Because that was the last colour you said was all sort of around the top.
It's way up there.
Way up there. What does that mean?
It's coming down.
Huge aura.
But it's coming down and it's shooting all the way down, which I see it shooting. See, all the colours I see, which are shooting all the way down right through you.
Right.
And as they shoot all the way down through you, they rotate like this and they rotate like that. And they're going like this. Right. And what they're doing is they are, sorry.
It's all right. That's okay.
And what they're doing is through your chakra system. Right. What they're doing is they are centralizing, and your chakra system is being centralized, and it's spreading outwards. Right. And it's it's going straight.
Okay.
But turning, and they're saying that everything is flowing in a motion where it's supposed to be.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm healthy.
Yeah.
Energetically healthy.
Energetically, you're healthy.
And there was a little bit of red you saw.
Yeah. And that's that red here. It's just that little bit, it's that fiery red, right? That fiery red. Okay. And they're going.
What does that mean?
Right? That's that happiness.
Yeah.
But that's that they're going, I'm not going to get through the day.
Could it reflect energy levels?
Hey?
Could it reflect energy levels?
But it's reflective of energy levels, and you're going, I'm going to get through the day, 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 right? So they're good, but you just can't wait to get through the day.
Can't wait to get through the day?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Okay, I can't wait to see the footage after this interview. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. But it's a reflective energy level
yes.
of going, you just want to have that, take that break.
Take that break.
Just going,
That resonates with me too. Yeah, amazing, Paul.
Yeah.
All right. Now, when you were learning with Rosie channeling,
Yes.
we were speaking obviously before the interview, and you were telling me how that you can, in trance, you can get yourself into a trance-like deeper state within 30 seconds or less, and you can then speak around 30 languages.
Yes.
And this is something you can't do normally.
Yeah. I started doing that with another mentor.
Oh, right. Okay, not Rosie.
Not Rosie.
Okay.
With Rosie, she taught me the basics of channeling. And then with another mentor, it was one of Elizabeth Jensen's students.
And Elizabeth Jensen wrote the tarot cards all set. I have them up there in my cupboard. I'm looking at them.
Yes.
And she passed away now, sadly.
She's passed away.
Yeah,
yes.
a couple years now, maybe.
Yes.
But, so she was taught, backtrack me again, she was taught by her.
Yes, she was taught by her.
Yes.
And she's actually in Singapore. And she flies down every few years. And, every few months.
How did you discover that you could go into trance and speak all these languages?
It was by accident. No, what happened was I started seeing these guides, right? By accident. And at night time, I got a good shake at night time. It was about 3-4 guides. They came up to me and they gave me, like
a good
physical shove.
Yeah.
And they talking to me in my ear, and then next thing I wake up next morning and I went, wow, I can, as if they were these big blue aliens.
Right.
Right. There was about 3 of them, and that's when I realised I can speak light language. And I can understand light language. I knew it, I don't know how, but they spoke to me in a different language.
Okay, and they spoke to you with the sound of a voice box or through telepathy?
They spoke to me through telepathy. Mm-hmm. And I woke up and I knew that I could speak and I understood them clearly.
Incredible.
And they were speaking to me in different languages. All 3 of them spoke to me in different languages.
Okay.
And then I woke up and I knew that I could speak different languages.
You just knew?
I just knew.
Because in your everyday, day-to-day, you can speak Italian, Spanish, and English. Obviously, we're speaking in English.
Yeah.
But you can speak, 28, 30 languages now because of that meeting. And who were these blue people?
They were ARCTURIANS.
ARCTURIANS, from another galaxy.
From another galaxy, yes.
Whoa.
They were my guides.
How do you know they're ARCTURIANS and not perhaps reptilians or Palladians? How do you know this?
How do I know this?
Yes. You just know.
Hey, how do I know
You just
this?
know?
I just know this.
Yes.
2,
Whoa. So you're speaking to me in their language.
Anyone who is ARCTURIAN would have known what I just said.
Really? And what did you just say?
I said, they are friends from another planet, and because they are friends from another planet, they are here to guide and greet us and
help.
And help.
So this is absolutely fascinating, Paul. So you had these 3 beings, ARCTURIANs, and you awoke from that just knowing that you could speak all these languages. So then what was the next step from there? Did you say, hey, best mate, you got to come over and get me in trance, or I can get in, and you got to witness this?
What happened was I started doing readings,
mm-hmm.
and as I started doing my normal mediumship readings and psychic readings, I was doing auto writings, and as I do my auto writings, some of it will turn out in ancient Chinese, or some of it will turn out in Arabic, or some of it will turn out in other light language.
Right.
And then as it will turn out in those, like, I got my brother's girlfriend who's Chinese. She would translate the Chinese.
So it was literally legible, like
It
as
was
in
literally legible.
you could read it, interpret it.
Interpret it.
It wasn't
legible.
gobbledocks.
No.
Random letters. It was
literally
language.
Yes, yeah. In Arabic, I've got friends of mine that would turn out and translate the Arabic and everything.
Incredible, Paul.
Yes. The Japanese, same with the Japanese ones, you know. And then I'll do readings where I would speak Romanian, I would speak Japanese, Chinese, Thai, Greek, yeah.
Wow, you're blowing me away. Could you give us a demonstration? Am I putting you on the spot? Would you be able to get yourself into trance?
Probably are putting me on the spot.
Dedicated to...
I can probably do it. I can give it a go, you know, and see what happens.
Connect, yeah.
I can see if I can connect.
Maybe give a message for us today.
Let's give a communal message to everyone then.
Sure, that sounds lovely.
All right, we'll give a community message or a collective message.
Collective message.
Let's give a collective message and let's see if someone comes through.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give that message. Okay, what message do we want to give?
What do people need to hear right now? Right now to help them feel calm and at peace and grounded and empowered, I think is a good word.
Empowered.
To feel empowered.
To empower.
Empowered, in control of their life. Sovereignty.
For those who fear, shall not be exposed. Jump, have control. You shall believe the coming is in you. Believe. When you believe, the lands of eternity are gracious. They are golden as you, the sun of all sons, the daughters of all goddesses. You shall sow the seeds. You shall be the one. You are the collective. You are the ones who shall believe. Do not be afraid. Trust the past, the future. See the now. Live in the moment. You will see the dawn. You will see the light. Believe. It raises. It's high. Raise your frequency, raise your vibration to the highest. Raise yourself to your heart. Love each other for all eternity.
Welcome back.
Wow.
Whoa. How do you feel?
Good.
Yeah, I could feel that you got emotional.
Did I?
No, you know what it is? Deep trance, because your eyes just go all like a little bloodshot and glassy.
I don't recall what I said.
Really? You don't recall? I was going to ask that.
No.
Wow.
I don't.
We have to watch this afterwards and get to experience what you said. So,
I felt a heaviness on my chest.
Right.
But I don't recall what I said.
Amazing.
Yes. All
right. Well, believe in ourselves that we are all the greater consciousness, the greater collective. There was messages like that, like just that it's all within us. That's what I got from it. But I'll need to watch it again because there was a lot to get out of that.
Yeah.
So I need to watch it again. So that was really good. So we say thank you. Thank you for delivering that message and for your guides to come through and deliver that message for us all to hear. That's amazing.
No worries.
Yeah. Thank you. Whoa. Where do we go from here?
Well, there's a lot more. There's a lot more, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just probably one of my starseed guides. You know?
Okay, so I want to ask a couple questions. So what are starseeds, but also what is light language for the viewers who aren't quite sure? They've never heard of it before. Maybe if you could explain that.
Okay, light language.
Yep.
Light language is another language where we can all learn and all develop. And when we at a higher frequency, we come to another language level. As we hit this other language, it's an ancient language. It's a galactic language.
Galactic? Okay.
It's a galactic language.
Right.
It's gone back ancient time. What's his name that did the Book of Enoch?
The Book of Enoch. Book of Enoch. Anunnaki. Elil.
You know, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
I know, me too. I have it inside. I have it in the house. The Book of Enoch. We can just go with that. We can find out later and put in description.
Anarchy and all those.
Oh, Billy Carson.
Billy Carson.
Yeah. Forbidden knowledge.
The forbidden knowledge.
Yes.
Yes. Whoever hasn't looked up forbidden knowledge and Billy Carson, please look him up.
Yeah, Emerald Tablets. Yeah.
Yes. Genius.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He's amazing.
Yes.
So light language from another galaxy. And you're saying in order to be able to speak light language, we have to raise our frequency. So that brought me to the next question. How does one raise their frequency?
Okay, meditation. Meditation. Please meditate, everyone. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there's some people that just go, I just can't meditate. I try and my mind is so busy. What do you say to those people?
Okay. When you can't meditate, everyone says, I can't meditate. My mind is so busy. Or when a lot of people say, I cannot meditate. And people say, I cannot clear my mind. If I say, close your eyes and I want you to think of something, right? Think of pizza. What do? You think of pizza. That's part of meditation.
Aha.
Think of being happy. Think of the first thought of being happy. That's part of meditation.
That's a good lead-in to get them started. Give themselves something to think about.
This is what I do with my clients.
Right?
I say, think of your child, or being happy with your child. What's the first? Bang. They envision that. That's part of meditation. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So they see themselves being happy with their children. So that's a part of meditation.
Good. That's good. That's good advice. I like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then once they see themselves happy within themselves, they've got a smile on their face. And then I count them in. Okay, now that you're smiling, you're aware that you're actually meditating. Now I want you to concentrate on your breathing.
Excellent. Because the breathing is the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the state of mind, but the breath takes us deeper and connects us to.
Exactly right. So first they concentrate on that vision, then they concentrate on that breathing.
Love it.
And then all of a sudden they forget about their focus on what they're seeing, and they're concentrating on their breathing, but they're still concentrating on that illusion of what they're seeing.
Yeah. Okay, so that answers that question. We've jumped around all over the place a little bit today, but that's right. The ARCTURIANS, so they came to you. What was the purpose for you being able to speak multiple languages in that deep trance state?
The purpose of me being able, contact.
Contact?
Right. Not only contact with the ARCTURIANS, but contact with why they're here, the reason why they're here.
ARCTURIANS?
The ARCTURIANS.
So you mean they're here on Earth? Do tell. This is so interesting.
They're not only here on Earth. We've got other aliens here. There's so many, visits, by so many different species, they come and go all the time. Okay? And also they're here to guide us. Not only here to guide us, but they're here to show us the future, to guide us to our future. For example, AI, artificial intelligence, can be good, can be bad. Good in the right hands, bad in the wrong hands. So,
but it's here and we can't stop it. So what do we do?
Exactly right.
What do we do?
So what do we do? It's already here. We're already using it. So we can't. It's what do we do?
What do we do? Because we can't go back.
We can't go back.
So the ARCTURIANS help guiding humanity.
Exactly right.
In a positive way.
Exactly right. So because it's already here, we can't go back. So we have to go with the flow of the energy. And by going with the flow of the energy, we have to do the best we can do to make it better, not only for ourselves, but for our children and our children's children.
Yeah, definitely.
And teach them.
What has been the main message that you've received from them? Is there a sort of a reoccurring theme that you get to sort of help humanity? What is the method? What are the things that they are concerned with that they use you as a conduit for to help?
Okay, they're going like this. Okay, so they're saying, we can only tell you bit by bit, little bit by little bit. Okay, they're saying to me, messages shall come in quarter to quarter, 20 to 20. In other words, 25 to 25. Okay. Quarter to 20, 25 to 25. So they will let you know once every 25 years.
Oh, once every 25 years.
That's why they say quarter to quarter.
And what year are we in now? This is the time?
You're in the 15th year.
All right. Is that because we wouldn't be able to handle more information?
Exactly right. In the physical body, not the spiritual, but it's a physical.
Very interesting.
I'm communicating.
Yes, I can see you're having two conversations at once. I'm having
two conversations at once.
Yeah. I would like to ask for the viewers who are interested in enhancing their superpowers, what could you recommend? We've talked about, I've already asked this question, I can't remember now. What could they do to enhance their superpowers? We talked about meditation.
Everyone's got superpowers.
Everyone's got superpowers.
Everyone's got superpowers. Everyone is psychic. Everyone has got that. You know, you're psychic. Then you develop your mediumship, you know, from being psychic. Everyone's got that intuition within themselves.
Yeah, the sixth sense.
That sixth sense.
Yes, we have 6 senses, not 5. I'm always going around saying that. You have to trust in that. It's real.
You've got to trust your sixth sense.
Yeah, it's real.
We actually got more than that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, a good example is, you know, you can walk into a room or meet somebody for the first time and you get a vibe about them.
Yeah.
And you can, with that vibe is information, the vibration. The vibe is the vibration. Do I get a good vibe about this person, or what sort of vibe do I get? It's just an initial...
It's an initial click
of information, a hit of information. And that is what intuition is, isn't it?
It is.
And it's turning up the volume to that, because sometimes you get a bad vibe about maybe, do I want to buy this car? I really love this car, it looks good, but I got a bad feeling about this car. And then you buy the car because it looks good. You overrode the initial hit, and then it's a lemon. You bought a lemon. You know, and you just, in my heart of hearts, something told me I shouldn't have bought the car. But I ignored it because they look so good, or whatever. True. And isn't it? So I'd like to help people, hence doing this show, to turn up the volume to the intuition, to become empowered, to become sovereign, to become king. You were born with this innate ability, and it's just a matter of tuning into it. Yeah, would you say that, or some people?
I'll agree 100%.
100%, yeah.
100%, because everyone's got that ability within them, and everyone, when they turn it up, they've just got to dial that volume. You know, and a lot of people out there probably don't know how to dial that volume, and when you seek guidance and seek that, if you don't know where to go, there are a lot of places where you can go. There's a lot of wellness centers out there. There's a lot of people out there where you can go. There's a look on Facebook, a lot of look online. There's a lot of people you can, ladies, there's a lot of circles. Men, there's a lot of, you know, circles that you can turn to. There's a lot of places. There's fairs, there's expos. You know, if you're still learning, you know, if you want to be a hypnotherapist, whatever you want to do in the alternative industry, please, there's a lot of people that will help you. You know, a lot of people that will lead you in the right direction. Yeah.
Excellent advice. Well, thank you so much for joining us today on the show. Been amazing, all of your insights, and to experience a live channeling has just been gold. And we appreciate that. Thank you so much. You're so talented. Thank you for watching Breadcrumbs to Blueprints. You've been watching Paul Caperna on What's Your Superpower. Thanks so much.